What's going on, world? What's going on, YouTube? What's going on, Instagram? What's going on, social media? Is the original Geek Nerd Villain coming at you with part one of a four-part series of my Tai Chi Chi Gong form. I do teach a Tai Chi Chi Gong class at First Jefferson Unitarian Universalist Church, second Sunday of every month in Fort Worth, Texas. So if you're in the DFW Metroplex and are able to come, please do. You will be glad that you have participated in the class, because this part one is going to be the reason why I take Tai Chi Chi Gong, Tai Chi Chuan. Tai Chi Chuan being Supreme Ultimate Fist, Tai Chi Chi Gong, of which I'm teaching, is Supreme Ultimate Energy Work. It is Halloween 2018 and it has been raining outside all day, and my sinuses are acting up, so you'll excuse me real quick. Usually my immune system is up, but it's down right now, but it can be managed. It can be managed. So without further ado, I will tell you my experience and testimony of why I take up Tai Chi as a personal investment for my own life. Tai Chi before Tai Chi. When I was in junior year, senior year of high school, Nolan Catholic High School, class of 09, go Vikings. I had a Vietnamese colleague named Justin, of which his family, as well as himself, did Tai Chi Chuan, and I could have learned from him, first of all. Nonetheless, I wasn't in the state of mind to learn martial arts at the time. Doing schooling, had the Geek Nerd organization going on, was a part of the Geek Nerd organization at the school going on, Sci-Fi Club, and was doing all that, so I wasn't mentally in the mindset of taking upon martial arts. So I would say I regret that decision. Nonetheless, I wouldn't say that I wouldn't regret that decision, because you just gotta be in the mental. You just gotta be in the mental to take upon a responsibility, to take upon discipline, of which Tai Chi, which being a martial art, is. University and the hell it brought. I was being a business management major, which that was my last 3 years degree decision at Texas Wesleyan University. And me juggling the school life, working at the soup kitchen on the campus, having an organization on campus, which was the Philosopher's Lounge, and having the personal life. It was just all types of physical, mental, emotional, spiritual stress. That's how I can say it is. That's all it was, stressful. So if you're going to a college or a university, it's what you make of it. And a personal axiom that I take upon is, if the journey ain't worth the goal ain't worth the journey. Excuse me. So, continuing on with that, I did have my stuff together. I did have myself established at the time. I did have a significant other whom I met at the college, and had an apartment that I owned that I was paying for myself. Both of those things came and went. The Philosopher's Lounge, my organization on campus, came and went, and I'd say it's mostly my fault, because I was just really being a tyrant, for more or less, lack of a better term, because I wasn't taking the members' inputs into consideration. So that came and went, and it could have stayed. Nonetheless, it didn't. oh well. There's supposed to be a geek nerd organization on campus that's doing more successful than the Philosopher's Lounge was doing. Nonetheless, I was the first geek nerd organization on campus, and one of the rising organizations on campus, fast coming up. Nonetheless, there's some not real nonsense happened there, and I'll explain that in another video. But some nonsense happened, and it just plateaued and went down from there. I'm not tripping on it though, because this is what I'm doing right now. This is I got another. This is the next organization that I'm getting up, that I'm taking into consideration. I mean, that university was just a big university life, college life was just a big hard lesson to learn about the first years in adolescence, the first years in your adulthood. So, after those two experiences came with the significant other in the apartment, I got another apartment, got another job, which is one of my co-workers at the job introduced me to his sister, and we had a really brief relationship. Fell out because I was still in my tyrannical, selfish mindset, thinking that it's obligatory, of which you should not be in relationships. Relationships are not based on obligations. It's based on mutual appreciation for each other, not on obligations. It's just not you do for me, so I expect something from you and all that stuff. And I was just still in that mental, still immature. Even though I had my own, even though I established myself, I was still immature in most mental matters than one. Then I was screwing around with his girlfriend after that, and that just threw myself through a whole loop of how we fell out. So that's what that is. Hard lessons to learn in life, and mistakes that you're going to pay dearly, consequentially, especially when it comes to relationships and such. Have your own, and not be in lust, and keep yourself in check before you wreck yourself. So, being that I'm the original Geek Nerd villain, and I'm telling you my experience, I'm not going to cut corners with you all on what happened. So I'm just going to say it. I'm going to say it as such, and y'all, and you being an adult, being an adult channel, I'm putting this video out for the adults, the 18 and above. I'm expecting your adult mindset to understand and comprehend what I'm spitting out. So it just went into a phase of utter negative complacency, a physical, mental, spiritual, emotional complacency, nervous breakdowns, smoking a Mary Jane and drinking malt liquor, beer, alcohol to escape from the negative rut, jacking off to every single thing that the porno industry is belting out there now, and that's no good. And it was just, I was just in a rut, just in a straight negative rut, to the point of suicidal tendencies. That's how bad it was. That's how bad it was. And if I didn't make a resolution soon on getting out of that negative rut, getting out of that rut that I put myself in, that I made foolish, selfish decisions to put myself in that rut, I wasn't going to be here long. So, fast forwarding on, my family was transitioning in churches, We was going from our first church, Chosen Vessel Cathedral, to the Potter's House in Fort Worth. I wasn't feeling the Potter's House in Fort Worth because the same thing that they're teaching is the same thing that my grandmother's been teaching all my life. So I just stepped away from the Palace House in Fort Worth, and my first significant other's grandmother, introduced me to her church, First Jefferson Unitarian Universalist Church, and I've stayed there ever since because they treated me like family. And that's the number one element about being in a church. They gotta treat you like family. They gotta treat you when you first come in that door. The members gotta treat you as family, or it's all nonsense. It's all nonsense. It's all more than likely it's a money game if they don't treat you like family. They just treating you good for just your tithes and offerings. Oh, it shouldn't be that way. And this is my current work for the church. My Tai Chi Chi Gong is my current work for the church. My organization, and I'm getting a nonprofit organization that I'm getting together. Andragogy Pedagogy is my work for the church. My work for the church and my spirit and my own personal spiritual work. So, being that I'm now in my own church home, and I'm doing work for the church, and the church is, I'm returning, doing my due diligence for my own church home, nonetheless still in that negative rut, there came one dream, and I was about 2-3 years into the church. No, I would say 1 to 2 years into the church. Then came a dream. The dream was there was an old man showing me his picture book. I was in the church's backyard, a little courtyard. They have a little garden abode in the back of the church. And he was showing me his picture book, and just flipping through the pictures. And in one of those pictures was him poolside with a bush shrub behind him in gi, martial arts uniform, holding 2 swords, crossing 2 swords together over his head. And that week after, I saw that same man from that dream. That actual event that happened in the dream, that actually happened in reality. He became my martial arts instructor, Oz, OZZ, ex-gangster, Cuban, and he done did it all, done seen it all. Now all he's just doing is taking care of himself. Sees hears from his kids every so often, and I'm doing my best to learn from him, learn everything that I can from him. About in his mid-late 70s, he's learned from his instructor. His name's Lucian, and his instructor Lucian learned from the 20th century master Chin Man Ching. So, other than the lineage martial arts lineage that I came from, I do take Tai Chi Chuan very seriously, Tai Chi Chi Gong with the utmost seriousness, because of all the events that led up to me crossing paths within him. And the exact thing that I seen from my dream, that the other 90% of my consciousness showed me, is what happened in reality. So, hint, hint, do your research on the dream state. That's one of the main things. That's one of the main ways of how you can access your other 90% of your consciousness, is through the dream state. So go ahead and do your own research. So with that, having Tai Chi, learning Tai Chi, and making a resolution. After I made Tai Chi, I made a resolution to get up out that spiritual rut. Well, yeah, I could say I made a resolution to get up out that spiritual rut, but before I met him, but didn't know a way how to. And he was that way, and he introduced me to that, introduced me to the martial art, and it was just enough strength, willpower, and resilience and resolve to get up out that spiritual rut that I was in, that I'm now basically out of it. I don't have those nervous breakdowns. I don't have that depression that I go through when I used to go through anymore. Shoot, all that jacking off, being a slave to your own loins, got that in check. Now, got that in check. Used to be allergies, sinuses. Beforehand, used to have those like every week, every other week. Now I just have them when I don't keep my body up. When I just don't keep my body up, I just have them. So like once every other month or whatever. Not even that often. Very seldom have sinus congestions or my immune system drops. So I made that resolution to get up out my spiritual rut, and I'll tell you, if you're a gamer and you played the game God of War 2 on the PlayStation 2, remember that beginning part to where Kratos had all his abilities and he was fighting Zeus, and Zeus defeated him and sent him to hell, and basically after that next part you have to climb up out of hell, dodge the souls of the damned, and climb up out of Tartarus and all that. It's basically what I had to do, what I thought I had to do mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally to get up out my own negative rut. And probably that's what you're going to have to do too, once you make that resolution to get up out your negative rut, if you're in a negative rut. Right now, I'm physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually stronger than I was. I do thank my instructor Oz. You know that I do not call him Master Oz because the martial artist who it's that Western misnomer. Basically, it's a Western misnomer that you call your martial arts teachers masters, because they're not necessarily masters, even if they are above and beyond in the martial arts, in their martial arts discipline. Even if they're above and beyond, you don't call them master. They're teachers. At the end of the day, they're teachers. They're no more different than your teachers at elementary, middle, high school, and the university level. They're no different. They're all teachers at the end of the day, teaching you what you got to do to get to where you need to be. Could my situation be better? Yes, it could be better. Yes, it could be way better than what it is. But is it better than? Am I in physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually in a better situation and place than where I was 3-4 years ago? Most definitely. Most definitely. I thank the all. I thank the all. Thank God His wisdom. And I thank my instructor Oz for helping me get up out that situation. Because I'm serious, people. I wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't for what I just told you. For what I just told you, I wouldn't be here right now. That stuff, it was killing me at the end of the day. All that negativity was just killing me at the end of the day. But now I'm here, still here, still strong, still resilient, still getting stronger every day. And I hopefully this story of my experience of why I'm doing Tai Chi should help you out with your own deal. And I'm gonna help you out with your own deal. You gotta pass this on, because I know there's some of you out there in your physical, mental, spiritual, emotional ruts, and need a way to get out. Have made a resolve to get out, but don't know how to get out. I'm speaking to you right now. Come to my classes, Supreme Ultimate Andragogy Pedagogy, which is the Tai Chi class that I have second Sunday of every month at First Jefferson Unitarian Universalist Church. Follow me on Instagram and YouTube, the original Geek Nerd Villain. Peace, and I'll see y'all on part 2.